would change the intro a little bit since I've been saying hi guys, and I just have a feeling it's gonna be mostly girls maybe that are watching me, I'm not sure, but today I want to talk about how Elon Musk is my man. Elon Musk, my relationship with Elon Musk began in the very end of 2016. So at that time, I was going through a rough patch in my life, and I was scrolling through my phone one night, and I came across an article about a man named Elon Musk. And that began just a love for Elon Musk. That night I read an article about the electric vehicles called Tesla, and how brilliant Elon Musk is and how many people were doubting him. And so I began my own journey. I began reading all the books about him. I tried to go to the library at that time and see if they had any books, and they didn't really have one. I think I may have found one. I went to a few libraries here in town. But I had a connection to him. I had a connection to him that night, and something in my being said, this man is going to change the world, basically. Everything he said, I believed in. I didn't doubt for a second anything that he was saying. The things that he was saying made complete sense to me. I know many people, they thought he lost his mind. He didn't know what he was talking about, but that began my relationship with Elon Musk. So, in addition to that, there was something in my being, and it was almost like a God moment, and it told me if I believed in him and had conviction in him and did not sway, that this man was going to change my life. And I bought my first share of Tesla. It was very, very cheap at that time. I don't want to get into all the details and the technicals in this. I mean, at some point, maybe I can really lay out everything that happened. And, this was the beginning of my stock journey and my relationship with Elon Musk. So I bought my first 2 shares of Tesla. I began researching, how do you invest in Tesla? How do you invest? I didn't know. I didn't grow up in that world. I didn't really know what I was doing, but I spent all my time researching stocks, researching Elon. What is Elon doing? Listening to earnings calls, following people. And at that time, it was nothing like today. I mean, I would try to talk to people and convince people to invest, like people who actually have money, invest in Elon Musk and his company, and people would laugh at me. In fact, one person was like, "Are you in a cult?" I would bring up Elon Musk and people had no idea who he was. But I've always been riding for him. Always will. He's the one man I'm gonna ride for till the end. Okay. No, but seriously, I began my journey with Tesla and Elon Musk. I want to say more like 2017, because it was the very end of 2016. And I think the fact that I was naive was very beneficial to me. All I knew was that I saw his vision. I got it. I get it. I see the vision. I get it. We're just like this. And because of my relationship with Elon Musk, and because even being a low income, full-time single mom, raising my son by myself, I put anything I could into Tesla. $10, $20, $50. I put the money that I could into Tesla. Like, I remember once in a while I would, come up with like $1,000 here or there, a couple $100 here, and I didn't spend any money. I still don't spend money like that. So, but I began putting it in, and I just knew in my being that the only way that my life circumstances was going to change to where I would never have to like worry if my son and I were going to have everything that we need, and that I would always be able to provide for him. I just knew that if I kept putting it in Tesla, that someday with patience that it was going to work. So I just kept putting money into Tesla and watching earnings calls and reading everything about Elon Musk. And in 2020, the world was in chaos. COVID had hit. We didn't know what was going to happen. People were not working. Things were crazy, as we all know. We all lived through COVID. But at the same time, my life was changing, and it was changing fast. Because of my man. Because of Elon. No, just kidding. No, actually not. But yes, because I had believed in Elon, in no way do I have a lot, but just enough so that I knew that no matter what, no matter if I worked, lost my job, couldn't work, and I could only work part-time because I had to take my son to school, pick him up, and I was doing it all by myself. So I was working part-time, and I had to leave my career. So as you can imagine, I wasn't making a lot of money, but it completely changed my life. I now knew that no matter what, I was going to be able to take care of my son. No matter what. And for that, I honestly do feel like Elon Musk has been my man, because he has provided for me. Elon Musk has provided for me. Elon Musk came through for me. He has never left my side. Okay, Elon has been there for me. And I know I've been off social media for years and years, but there was moments where I just wanted to get on social media so bad because I see Elon respond to people, and I wanted him to know. I can't. I might cry. How much he meant to me. So, to this day, I talk about Elon a lot. Some people think it's very strange. I don't as much anymore. Just not because anything within me has changed, or like my love for Elon or my belief in him and the robots and all of that. Like, I remember when he would talk about AI, and I mean, people would just lose it. Like, they thought Elon had lost his mind. And look at the world today. He is such a genius, and the world just isn't really ready at times for what he's doing and all of the innovations and the best engineers in the world that work for Elon. So the world just really isn't ready. But I do believe that me being naive and just simply having a love and belief in Elon so hard that I didn't even really realize, like, I guess the fear involved with possibly losing in the stock market. Like, to me, there was no possibility because it was Elon. And people would say to me, well, you don't have much, so why would you put it all into Elon and Tesla? And I'm like, why wouldn't you? Like, I don't understand why you're even saying that to me. Like, why wouldn't you do it? And now I guess, they regret it. But so yeah, like Elon has, everybody knows who Elon Musk is now, and obviously he's become quite controversial since he became political and, became Donald Trump's right-hand man. But all of that to me has nothing to do with Elon, who I know. Like, I know Elon is an engineer, an innovator, a genius, and someone who, he's my man. Like, he changed my life. Like, he's provided for my son and I in a way that no one else has. So I have so much love for Elon Musk, and he has made it so that I have always known, well, at least since 2020, that my son and I were going to be okay no matter what. And I do want to thank Elon so much for that. I don't know if he'd ever see this, but that would be my dream. But yeah, and my son is super smart. Very, very smart. He's at the hardest high school in Tucson, and he's just killing it. And so if you want to hire him, Elon. Okay, just kidding. Well, not kidding, but my son's brilliant. But yes, so maybe I wasn't dating, and maybe it wasn't a priority, but I had a man. And I still have a man, and his name is Elon Musk. So I will always have conviction in Elon Musk, and he genuinely changed my life in a way I think most people would never understand. People would be like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Listening to a Tesla earnings call," and they're like, "Okay," but nobody has lived in my shoes. Nobody knows him as like me. At one of my previous jobs, like some patients, they would be like they felt like they knew a lot about Tesla and Elon. This is years later when a lot more people knew about him, and no one could ever, okay? Because I know Elon in and out. But yeah, anyway, so just because I wasn't out there dealing with you men at all, I always had Elon. That's it.